The fat lady hasn't sung yet. See, in any fight, whether it's a punch-up in a pub or two armies fighting each other, the loser is the one that decides they've lost. It's at that moment, because very few battles go to the death. At some point, people run, and everyone's running too soon. Final bell hasn't rung. The battle's not done yet, guys, please. And there's so many things shooting through my head, so let's get this as systematically as possible. First of all, the lie that the storming of the Capitol building has negated the last 4 years on both sides is complete rubbish. Think about what Trump has achieved in 4 years. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah, and everything else that he's done, okay? So that doesn't disappear. Think of all the lies and nonsense that the other side have been perpetrating against everybody, Trump and us. That doesn't go away just because now, as I said, plausible deniability. If I had to think like Trump, I'd be saying, okay, I can drop the hammer on these people, but I've still got too many traitors in the system. Cruz being number one. He's never trusted him. And Pence got an envelope at Bush's funeral. So do you think he's so dumb as to just keep cruising through? Or is he going to wait until the last possible minute and then allow these traitors to reveal themselves? With all that Trump has achieved, do you think he's going to leave it up to Pence to save his skin or some traitorous senators? Of course not. He's not that silly. And neither are the people behind him. And remember, this isn't a one-man show. There's Trump, there's his supporters, and there's this massive organisation behind him that's pulling this together, because I don't care how clever you are, no one person can do this. And so the storming of the Capitol building looked set up because I believe it was set up. Were some Trump people involved? Doesn't matter. It doesn't change the last 4 years. See, they want you to believe that everything has changed because some lunatics ran into the Capitol building. Give me a break. Grow up, please, seriously. This is a war to the death. This nonsense about an honourable surrender, forget it, not going to happen. And Trump, in my mind, had to squeeze the last scum out of the sponge. And he allowed this to occur in order to do that. And Cruz and all the others. Pence, we know, has been bent for ages. He kept Pence on side because he was the Bush's insurance policy. But all these others who came out, he needed them to reveal themselves to the people. Now, he's got options. He's got the Insurrection Act. He's met the criteria. He's got the Insurrection Act. He's met the criteria of telling them to get out. There's a whole thread on that you can follow up. So they're there. Whether he's using it or not is not the point. But what you've got to understand, guys, in a fight, you don't quit just because it looks bad. It's not over yet. January 20 is the day. And is there going to be an orderly transition? Of course there is, because Trump's going to be transitioning to Trump. Now, even if that doesn't happen, you can bet your bottom dollar shortly after that there's going to be a parade of politicians being hauled before tribunals of various sorts and courts, and the truth's going to come out. This hasn't lost. We've lost nothing. This is brilliant. This is the last stroke. And I've been watching the Big Don for a long time now, watching and learning how he does what he does. And so this was completely expected. As you saw the assault on the Capitol building, it looked facilitated. The DC cops are bent, we know that. They feed them through. They allowed it to happen. Now, whether it was Antifa or cranky Trump supporters, changes nothing. What, all of a sudden you've gone into Congress and, I'm so heartbroken, Ted Cruz, my God, I have to... Oh, give me a break, grow up. This is not it. You're being played, and if you want to, even Charlie Kirk, he's not God. Give me a break. He's just a guy with a few contacts and an opinion. And do you really think that Trump is going to tell Charlie Kirk and telegraph his actions?
That's a good point.
Give me a break. As I said, it's like giving the names and addresses of the spies in Berlin to Sergeant Smith who's storming the beach at Normandy. Please. So, the fat lady hasn't sung. It ain't over. Trump's going to be the president. Bet your bottom dollar. I wish I had a lazy $1,000. I'd throw another $1,000 right now on Trump being the president again. It's fine. Relax. Take a deep breath. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid and stop believing the lies. See, I've lived and worked with genuine sociopaths, and I've called it an illuminating experience, and it is. But once you learn how they work, it's brilliant. Everything they accuse you of, they are doing themselves. Everything's a setup from start to finish. Stop watching mainstream media. Stop watching the commentators and the pundits. Forget it. Make your own mind up. Watch what's going on. You have to be intelligent enough to read it for yourself and make your own mind. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. We're in great shape.